Where is the first place you would look for student accommodation?
I'd probably Google it, just check out on the internet, see what's going on there.
The internet.
It would have to be the internet because it's the easiest option.
You don't have to leave your house though.
I go to internet and look at accommodation on there.
Go on the internet first of all, and then student services if I couldn't find anything.
I would say the internet. I'd go onto the internet.
Probably an internet search page or a student magazine, or maybe inside a university as well, because they can usually help out as well.
Internet and walking down. There's loads of signs and stuff.
I just tend to look on the internet more than anything. Get on a few websites, type in, just Google student accommodation in Sheffield and see what pops up, mainly. Take it from there.
What time of year do you start looking for student accommodation?
Around October, like just before Christmas.
Yeah.
If it could be sorted out, May would probably be a decent time to start looking.
Early July, they always tell you to do early July or just as early as possible, really.
Generally between, I'd say probably April or May, sort of springtime.
I start looking late, man. I start looking sort of within a couple of months, mainly. But I'm disorganised. I know a lot of kids nowadays do it before Christmas.
I probably move in September, but I start looking in January.
How many properties would you expect to view?
At least 5.
Yeah, a few.
That depends really. I mean, it sort of depends on what location and what sort of style of house and the budget. So it could be like 1 or it could be 15 really. So
6 and 7 maybe? Maybe 8?
6, 7.
I'd say 5 or 6 I'd be happy to look at. And if somebody wasn't showing me something decent in 5 or 6, I'd sack them off.
After making an inquiry, how would you want the landlord to contact you?
An email, I'd probably just ignore it, to be honest. Text messages are a bit informal, so probably a phone call. I reckon that would probably be the best answer.
By phone call, definitely by phone call. I think if they didn't phone, then an email, but I would say that phoning me would be the best way.
I'd expect an email, but I think it'd be better if I got a phone call back.
Yeah.
It'd be more personal then.
I don't look at emails.
probably a phone call, just so you can actually talk to someone face to face. So you can just talk to someone about it, really.
Phone or email. Yeah.
I'm not bothered how people get hold of me, as long as they're not ringing up with rubbish.
How long would you expect a landlord to take to respond to your inquiry?
Within a few days. If it wasn't within a few days, I'd be quite annoyed.
If you phone that day, they should literally, if they want your business, they should phone back within that day, I'd say.
A couple of hours. That day, definitely, I would say that day.
A couple of weeks, within that sort of time frame, really.
3 days?
I'd expect it a week or so.
If he's interested in renting his property, then he should get back to you within a couple of days. He shouldn't be hanging around.
Would you be surprised if a landlord responded to your inquiry in minutes?
I'd be impressed by it, yeah. I'd probably want them to look at it a bit longer.
Yes, I think I would be actually, yeah.
It would be impressive if they got back to me within minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be expecting that.
Yeah, I'd be very impressed.
Yeah, I would actually. That would be really good.
Yeah. It'd be a bit strange that it was that eager.
Yeah, I'd be quite shocked, but I'd be impressed at the same time, you know. I'd just think, well, this guy's obviously got a good work ethic.
Do you use social media websites such as Facebook, YouTube, MySpace, etc.?
Facebook and MySpace every so often.
Yeah, I use Facebook.
Yeah, I use Facebook a lot, but I don't really use any of the other ones, just Facebook.
Yes, yes I do. Facebook, mainly.
Yeah, I use Facebook. I'm not a big into it, I must say, but I do use it, yeah.
Facebook, MySpace, things like that, really.
How often do you use social media?
Maybe like twice a day.
Oh, yeah, every half an hour. He does. It's ready with everybody.
Every day.
I have a look every day.
Probably check it once a day for messages and things like that.
I'd say maybe I go on it about 4 or 5 times a week.
I use Facebook all the time.
Every day, maybe every few hours, depending on what I'm using it for, but definitely daily. Would you use a student accommodation magazine?
If I was looking for student accommodation, I walked in somewhere and it had it there available to me, then yeah, I'd pick it up and I'd have a good read of it, but I wouldn't go out and search for it or pay money for it.
Not really. I think if it was there in front of me, I might I might pick it up just to have a browse.
If there was one covering all the possible accommodations, then that'd be ideal.
I haven't actually, no. The only accommodation things I've looked at were through student magazines or on the internet. I've never actually found a real magazine for that sort of specific area.
Have you used the university website to look for accommodation?
Not really. I don't know why. I haven't avoided it. I don't have the greatest awareness of it.
No, I don't think I ever have, to be honest.
I did have a look, but I didn't really find it that user friendly. I think it was a bit hard to navigate around it. Not the best thing to use. So no, I didn't. Not really.
I tried and it was rubbish.
It's rubbish.
It was just like, I don't know, it was just hard to navigate the website and it was just rubbish.